Have you ever slipped, stumbled, or felt pain in your feet that made you second-guess your next step? For over 300,000 seniors hospitalized each year for fall injuries, improper footwear is a hidden culprit, contributing to nearly 45% of these life-altering accidents. This silent epidemic is stealing mobility and independence from millions, but it doesn't have to steal yours. Meet Thomas, a 72-year-old retired teacher whose worn loafers led to a devastating hip fracture, leaving doctors doubtful he'd ever walk independently again. Yet, Thomas defied the odds, and by the end of this video, you'll discover how he went from struggling to reach his mailbox to hiking mountain trails with his grandchildren. Welcome to Life Advice for Older People, where we transform research into practical solutions for your happiest, healthiest golden years. In this video, we'll reveal the 8 deadly footwear choices silently sabotaging your mobility, mistakes most seniors make daily without realizing. You'll learn why the shoes you've trusted for years could now be your biggest risk. Stay until the end to uncover 3 life-changing solutions podiatrists recommend to their own families but rarely share publicly. These strategies saved Thomas from a future of pain and dependency, and they could transform your life too. Don't miss the shocking truth about everyday shoes and the simple steps to reclaim your freedom. Your future mobility depends on it. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. High heels. High heels have long been celebrated as a symbol of elegance, confidence, and style. For many, slipping on a pair of heels feels like stepping into a different version of themselves. Taller, more poised, and undeniably glamorous. But behind this alluring image lies a hidden cost, one that often goes unnoticed until the damage becomes undeniable. Even wearing a modest heel, as low as 1 or 2 inches, can cause a profound and unnatural shift in the way your body carries itself. When you stand or walk in heels, your entire body weight is forced forward, away from its natural center of gravity. This shift isn't just uncomfortable, it's fundamentally misaligned with how our bodies were designed to move and bear weight. To put it into perspective, a 2-inch heel increases the pressure on the ball of your foot by an astonishing 75%. Imagine taking thousands of steps each day, each one pressing your toes into a cramped, tight space inside your shoe, compressed and unable to spread naturally. Over time, this relentless force causes your toes to bend awkwardly and painfully, a position that's far from healthy. The repetitive strain isn't just limited to your feet. It sends shock waves up through your knees, hips, and lower back. These joints, muscles, and ligaments are forced into compensatory positions to keep you upright and balanced, which creates a cascade of misalignments that can lead to chronic pain and mobility issues. From personal experience, I've seen the toll this takes, not only on myself but also on friends and family who cherish their high heels without fully realizing the long-term consequences. It's heartbreaking to witness someone vibrant and full of life slowed down by bunions that throb painfully or hammer toes that make every step a reminder of past choices. The shortening of the Achilles tendons that often results from prolonged heel wearing is not merely uncomfortable. It can severely limit ankle flexibility, making simple activities like walking on uneven ground or climbing stairs precarious and dangerous. What's even more concerning is how these foot deformities increase the risk of falls, a terrifying prospect, especially for older adults. Falls can lead to fractures, hospitalizations, and a frightening loss of independence. Chronic pain from these issues doesn't just affect physical well-being. It impacts emotional health, often leading to frustration, isolation, and a diminished quality of life. While the desire to look good is completely understandable and deeply human, it's important to weigh the desire against the cost to our long-term health and freedom of movement. I believe that fashion should never come at the expense of comfort and safety. Finding shoes that support your body and allow you to walk confidently without pain is an act of self-care and respect. After all, Our feet carry us through every moment of life, especially the later, precious years when mobility becomes even more critical. Choosing supportive, sensible footwear isn't just practical. It's a powerful statement of valuing yourself enough to protect your health and well-being. So next time you're tempted by those towering heels, remember the hidden burden they place on your body, and consider making choices that keep you moving freely, pain-free, and proud every step of the way. 2. Flip-flops. Flip-flops may seem like the ultimate symbol of freedom and ease, those simple open-toed sandals that let your feet breathe on hot summer days. They're lightweight, easy to slip on, and perfect for running quick errands or lounging by the pool. But beneath this casual charm lies a hidden danger that many of us tend to overlook, especially as we grow older. Every time you walk in flip-flops, your toes instinctively curl and grip to hold the flimsy sole in place. This gripping motion is unnatural, and it forces your foot muscles and tendons to work overtime just to keep the shoe from slipping off. Imagine how exhausting that must be after thousands of steps. Your toes are not meant to constantly clutch and tense like that. Over time, this altered way of walking, your gait, shifts out of alignment, creating tension that doesn't just stay in your feet. It travels upward, straining your ankles, knees, hips, and even your lower back. What starts as a small adjustment turns into a chain reaction of discomfort and imbalance throughout your body. What's even more concerning is that flip-flops offer virtually zero arch support. For someone over 60, whose foot arches might have weakened or flattened with age, this lack of support is more than just uncomfortable, it's harmful. Without proper cushioning and shock absorption, every step delivers a jarring impact directly to your bones and joints. Picture thousands of tiny shocks pounding into your feet day after day, slowly wearing down the delicate cartilage and connective tissues. This repetitive trauma accelerates joint deterioration, making conditions like arthritis and plantar fasciitis more likely to develop. I've heard so many people say, "I've worn flip-flops my whole life, and I never had a problem." But I believe that's exactly why it's so easy to ignore the risks. Our younger bodies can often endure these stresses without immediate pain, masking the damage until it becomes harder to ignore. But as we age, our bodies aren't as resilient. The same habits that seemed harmless, or even comfortable, can suddenly turn into sources of chronic pain, stiffness, or even mobility issues. From a personal perspective, I think it's heartbreaking to see people unknowingly jeopardize their foot health because they cling to the convenience or nostalgia of flip-flops. Our feet are the foundation of our independence. They carry us through decades of life's joys and challenges. To care for them means to honor that foundation with proper support and protection. Choosing shoes with good arch support, cushioning, and stability is not just a practical choice. It's an act of kindness toward ourselves, a commitment to maintain mobility and freedom for as long as possible. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. So, while flip-flops might feel like a simple pleasure, especially during those warm summer months, I urge you to reconsider how often and how long you wear them. Your aging feet deserve so much more than repeated strain and stress. They deserve comfort, care, and respect. And taking that step toward healthier footwear can truly make a world of difference in your quality of life. 3. Worn-out sneakers. It's astonishing how something as seemingly simple as a pair of sneakers can quietly become a source of pain and limitation over time. Many of us don't realize that athletic shoes don't maintain their protective qualities indefinitely. Studies show that after just 6 months of regular use, these shoes lose nearly 40% of their cushioning and support. That's almost half of the shock absorption gone, long before you can see any obvious signs like worn-out soles or torn fabric. The midsole foam, which is the unsung hero designed to soften every step you take, slowly deteriorates under your weight and daily movements. This breakdown is silent and invisible, but its consequences are anything but. Each time your foot strikes the ground, your joints, especially your knees, hips, and lower back, are subjected to forces that can be 3 to 5 times your body weight. When your shoes have lost their ability to absorb this shock, those forces are transferred directly to your joints. This gradual increase in impact can cause discomfort that starts as a subtle ache but, over weeks and months, can grow into persistent pain or even serious injury. From my personal experience, I've seen many seniors cling to their favorite pair of shoes far beyond when they should have been replaced. There's often a sentimental attachment. They remind them of good times, long walks, or family outings. There's also a practical hesitation. Why spend money on new shoes when these still look fine? But what they don't realize is that worn-out footwear silently chips away at their mobility and quality of life. I remember talking with Mrs. Jenkins, a lively 72-year-old woman who loved her morning walks in the park. She thought her sneakers were perfectly fine until she started experiencing sharp knee pain that made those walks unbearable. After switching to a new pair designed with better cushioning, her pain eased significantly, and she slowly regained her confidence to get outside again. It's heartbreaking when worn-out shoes become the reason a senior stops moving, leading to a cycle of increasing sedentariness and the health issues that come with it. Loss of muscle strength, decreased balance, and even lowered mental well-being. Our feet are the foundation of our independence, and neglecting to care for them by ignoring the state of our footwear is like building a house on shaky ground. If there's one heartfelt piece of advice I would give to every older adult, it's this: don't underestimate the power of good shoes. Invest in footwear that offers proper cushioning and replace them regularly, even if they still look okay. Your joints, your mobility, and your joy in movement will thank you. Because the right pair of sneakers isn't just about comfort, it's about preserving your freedom to walk, explore, and live fully every single day. 4. Backless slippers. At first, backless slippers might feel like the perfect choice, easy to slide on and off, lightweight, and seemingly comfortable. Many of us have owned a pair, especially during those quiet mornings or lazy afternoons at home. But what often goes unnoticed is how these slippers quietly but profoundly change the way we walk, without us even realizing it. When you wear backless slippers, your body instinctively reacts to keep them from slipping off. Your toes curl and grip tightly around the front edge of the slipper with every step. This unconscious toe clenching shortens your natural stride, making each step smaller and less fluid than it should be. Over time, this creates tension and strain that travels from your toes up through your calves and even to your thighs. The muscles become tighter and more fatigued, all because your feet are working harder just to hold onto loose footwear. From personal experience, I've witnessed how something seemingly minor, like slipper choice, can spiral into bigger problems. Imagine waking up one morning feeling perfectly fine, putting on your favorite backless slippers, and heading to the kitchen for coffee. With every step, your feet are gripping harder, your heels lifting a little sooner than usual, and your ankles wobbling just slightly. That tiny wobble can feel insignificant, but studies show that ankle stability drops by up to 65% when wearing backless slippers. This loss of stability makes you more prone to losing your balance, especially when you're navigating slippery floors, cluttered rooms, or stairs. It's sobering to know that nearly 38% of all falls among seniors inside their homes are linked to inappropriate footwear, and backless slippers are often the main culprit. The consequences of these falls can be devastating, leading to fractures, hospital stays, and a frightening loss of independence. What's even more heartbreaking is the emotional toll that follows. Fear, anxiety, and a shrinking world where a senior might avoid walking around their own home freely, worried that the next step might be their last safe one. I truly believe that something as simple as swapping backless slippers for sturdy, well-fitting shoes or slippers with a secure back can restore not just physical balance, but also confidence and peace of mind. It's a small change that can protect a person's dignity and allow them to enjoy their golden years with safety and comfort. 5. Shoes with smooth, worn-down, or naturally slick soles. It's truly alarming how something as seemingly insignificant as the soles of our shoes can become a hidden danger in our daily lives. As time passes, those soles that once gave us confidence with every step gradually lose their grip. Research shows that traction decreases by nearly 75% as the soles wear down. This means that a shoe that once felt secure and stable can suddenly become slippery and unreliable without us even realizing it. I think about how many times people overlook this slow but dangerous change, simply because the outside of the shoe still looks fine, or because they want to hold on to their favorite pair for sentimental reasons or financial reasons. Even brand new dress shoes, those classic, beautiful pairs many of us wear for special occasions, can be surprisingly unsafe. Often made with smooth leather soles, they prioritize style and appearance over function, leaving the wearer vulnerable on smooth surfaces. I remember watching a family friend, all dressed up for an important event, nervously trying to walk carefully on a polished floor, clearly aware of how slick those shoes were but unsure what else to do. It struck me how fashion, something meant to boost confidence and joy, can ironically put us at risk. The danger escalates in everyday household settings that many of us might take for granted. Think about the kitchen, the heart of the home, where a single drip of water splashed from a boiling pot onto the tile floor can turn the whole area into a slipping hazard. Or the bathroom, where humidity and damp floors are constant companions, quietly waiting for the wrong step to cause a fall. Even the outside steps, which look inviting in the early morning light with a sheen of dew, can become treacherous without proper footwear. These scenarios are so ordinary, yet they hold the potential for serious injury. Injuries that can rob us of our independence, shake our confidence, and sometimes change our lives forever. I find this deeply upsetting because it's such a preventable risk. How many of us have loved ones, parents, grandparents, friends, who have faced the heartbreak of a fall that could have been avoided if only their shoes had better traction? It's more than just physical safety. It's about dignity and the peace of mind that comes from feeling steady and secure. I believe we owe it to ourselves to pay close attention to the condition of our footwear, to replace worn soles before they become a hazard, and to choose shoes that balance comfort, style, and above all, safety. Our shoes carry us through so many important moments in life. They should be our allies in staying active and independent, not silent threats waiting to cause harm. Especially as we grow older and our bodies don't respond as quickly as they once did, the simple choice of wearing shoes with sturdy, grippy soles can make a world of difference. It's a small step that leads to a safer, more confident stride, one that lets us truly enjoy our golden years without the constant fear of slipping or falling. 6. Tight-fitting dress shoes. As we grow older, our bodies change in so many ways, often in ways we don't expect or even notice right away. One subtle but important change is how our feet naturally widen over time. Studies show that by the time most people reach 70, their feet are on average nearly half a size wider than they were at 40. Yet, despite this natural shift, many seniors stubbornly cling to the shoe size they've worn for decades, convinced that their old favorites should still fit just fine. I've seen so many well-meaning friends and family members suffer silently because of this common mistake. Wearing tight, narrow dress shoes that squeeze these now wider feet can do more harm than most realize. It's not just about discomfort or blisters. Those cramped shoes restrict vital blood flow, which is especially dangerous for anyone dealing with diabetes or circulation problems. I can't stress enough how serious this is. Compressed nerves in the feet don't just cause pain. They can trigger or worsen neuropathy, a condition that dulls sensation and leads to dangerous numbness. Imagine walking without truly feeling the ground beneath you, not knowing when your balance is off. This numbness dramatically raises the risk of falls, which for seniors can mean devastating injuries and a loss of independence. What's even more heartbreaking is how this problem extends beyond just the feet. When your body tries to compensate for numbness or discomfort, it changes the way you walk, putting extra strain on your knees, hips, and lower back. Over time, these adjustments can lead to chronic pain and mobility challenges that steal away the joy of everyday activities. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. In my opinion, it's time to rethink our relationship with footwear as we age. Comfort and proper fit should come first, not clinging to outdated sizes or styles just for the sake of tradition or vanity. Our feet carry us through life, especially in our golden years, and they deserve shoes that support and protect them, not confine and harm. If you or someone you love is still squeezing into tight dress shoes, please consider the risks and make the change to footwear that truly fits. It's a small step that can make a huge difference in health, safety, and overall quality of life. 7. Going barefoot. At first glance, walking barefoot inside your own home might feel like the most natural and harmless thing in the world. I get it. There's a soothing, almost nostalgic comfort in feeling the cool floor beneath your feet, especially after decades of wearing shoes that can feel restrictive or uncomfortable. It's a simple pleasure that reminds us of childhood, freedom, and a kind of grounding to the present moment. But as we age, especially after 60, this innocent habit can quietly become a hidden danger lurking beneath our toes. Here's the reality that's hard to face. Walking barefoot after 60 can increase your risk of falling by up to 37% compared to wearing proper, supportive house shoes. That's more than a 1 in 3 chance increase. Falls are not just embarrassing or inconvenient. They are often life-changing events for seniors. I've known people whose entire lives were disrupted by a single fall, resulting in fractures, hospital stays, and months or even years of painful recovery. All from something as simple as going barefoot. Why is it so risky? The answer lies in how our bodies and joints handle the impact of each step. Without shoes that provide cushioning and arch support, your feet and ankles are forced to absorb shock directly from hard surfaces like wood or tile. These surfaces don't forgive. They reflect every ounce of force up through your legs. Walking barefoot on hardwood or tile can send up to 7 times more shock through your joints than walking on something soft like grass or carpet. Imagine the strain that puts on aging knees, hips, and ankles that may already be suffering from arthritis, joint degradation, or inflammation. This repeated pounding isn't just uncomfortable. It accelerates the cycle of joint pain and damage, making it harder to stay active and independent. Balance also becomes a huge concern. Our sense of balance naturally declines with age as muscles weaken and nerves slow down. Proper footwear provides stability, grip, and a protective barrier, helping the brain and body work together to keep us steady. Without shoes, every step requires extra effort to maintain balance, especially on slippery or uneven floors. This extra strain can tire your legs faster and make you more vulnerable to sudden slips or trips. From a personal perspective, I feel a deep sense of urgency in sharing this because I've witnessed loved ones struggle with these very challenges. It's heartbreaking to see someone you care about lose their independence because of a preventable fall. And yet, the habit of walking barefoot often continues because it feels natural, or because people don't realize the dangers. I want to encourage everyone, especially those of us in the golden years, to reconsider this simple habit, not as a limitation, but as a form of self-care and protection. Investing in a good pair of supportive house shoes, shoes with cushioned soles, good arch support, and a non-slip grip, might feel like a small change, but it's one of the most effective ways to protect your joints and reduce fall risk. Think of it as a loving gift to yourself, a way to safeguard your mobility and keep enjoying life's moments without fear. After all, maintaining your freedom to walk, explore, and move with confidence is priceless. So next time you're tempted to kick off your shoes and go barefoot around the house, pause for a moment and remember this. Your joints and balance systems will thank you for choosing safety and support. It's never too late to make choices that keep you strong, steady, and joyful in your every step. 8. One pair fits all mentality. As we age, it's easy to overlook how much our bodies, especially our feet, change and how differently they need to be supported depending on what we're doing. Yet, an overwhelming 78% of seniors tend to stick with just one pair of good shoes for everything. From gardening to long walks, even when navigating slippery or uneven surfaces. This mindset, while understandable, can unintentionally cause serious harm to our mobility and overall well-being. I've personally seen how this one-size-fits-all approach often comes from a place of convenience or even a reluctance to admit that our bodies need special attention. Maybe it's about holding on to independence, or maybe it's the simple desire not to complicate life with too many choices. But when it comes to footwear, This simplification can backfire in big ways. Take gardening, for instance. It may seem like a gentle, slow activity, but it demands a great deal of balance and side-to-side stability. The uneven ground, the constant shifting weight, kneeling, and standing, these all require shoes that offer strong lateral support. Wearing your everyday walking shoes in the garden means your feet might not be anchored well enough, putting you at risk of slips, falls, or painful muscle strains. Now contrast that with going on an extended walk or stroll around the neighborhood. Here, your feet need plush cushioning to absorb impact, protect joints, and reduce fatigue. The same sturdy garden shoes often lack this softness and shock absorption. Without the right padding, every step can become an ache, and after a while, the discomfort can make you want to stop moving altogether. And then there's the challenge of slippery surfaces, like wet floors or icy sidewalks. Navigating these safely requires shoes with excellent grip and traction, something your garden or walking shoes may never have been designed for. When your shoes don't grip properly, the risk of falls skyrockets, something none of us wants to experience. Wearing one pair of shoes for all these very different activities forces that single pair to work overtime, causing it to wear out much faster. But more than just breaking down the shoes, it breaks down our body's ability to move freely and confidently. Over time, this can contribute to a decline in mobility, increased risk of falls, and a shrinking of the activities we feel safe doing. And emotionally, this can be devastating, because losing mobility often means losing a part of our independence and joy in life. It's heartbreaking to think that something as seemingly simple as our shoe choices can have such a profound impact. I believe we owe it to ourselves, and to our feet, to recognize their unique needs. Each activity deserves the right kind of support: stability for gardening, cushioning for walking, and a grip for slippery conditions. Our feet carry us through every chapter of life, and as they age, they deserve specialized care and attention. Choosing the right shoe for each moment isn't just a matter of comfort or fashion, it's an act of kindness to ourselves, a commitment to preserving our strength, balance, and freedom. So next time you think about grabbing that one reliable pair of shoes for everything, pause and ask, are my feet truly supported? Are they safe? Because when we take care of our feet, we're taking care of our future. Thank you so much for watching and taking the time to learn about the importance of giving our feet the care and support they truly deserve as we age. I hope this has opened your eyes to how something as simple as choosing the right shoes for different activities can make a big difference in your mobility, comfort, and overall quality of life. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What is one important thing you've learned today that you plan to put into practice? Maybe it's thinking twice before wearing the same shoes for every activity, or maybe it's being more mindful about the support your feet need. Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your story might just inspire someone else. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to leave a comment, hit the like button, share it with friends and family who might benefit, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more valuable tips to help you live your golden years with confidence and joy. Take care of your feet, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.